let's tap in, man. Oh, dang. Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, chat. We gotta talk about this, man. Right? We gotta talk about this. Um, Monitoring spirits. Yo, now I need you to realize, chosen one, if you here with me right now on this live, me and you, we're here, right? We're tapped in. We're understanding that we are not human beings. We are not these bodies. We are the consciousness that is in control and is operating these avatars. So we understand that we are spiritual entities having a human experience. Now, in this reality, you have to understand there are forces that take place behind the scenes that want to dictate and fuck your life up. There are forces that want to stop you from reaching ascension. All right? There are forces that want to keep you here to reincarnate, and you got to understand that. One of these forces or spirits are monitoring spirits. All right? Monitoring spirits is a real thing. You ever notice in life what's good? Woman, man, it doesn't matter. Everybody. Right? Now, you ever notice you could be doing good. Shit could be going your way. And then all of a sudden, you tell the wrong motherfucker something and everything starts to go down the drain. 111s if this has ever happened to you in your life before, right? That's because, chosen one, you must understand not everyone in your life is operating in consciousness like me and you. There are some people who are put in your life and are used to gather information for higher entities, the archons. And these are called monitoring spirits. All right. We gonna have to talk about this. Cause your little homegirl, your little homeboy that keep calling you, asking all these motherfucking questions, you gotta understand this is a monitoring spirit. Now, guys, a lot of you have went through gang stalking. A lot of you have went through all of these spiritual phenomena that, technically they say don't exist or people are crazy, right? How many of y'all, since y'all come to y'all spiritual awakening, have went through some type of gang stalking or something like that? 111's in the chat, right? 111's in the chat if you've experienced gang stalking. I need you to understand, gang stalking happens when your frequency levels up, when you come to your spiritual awakening and you start to question reality and you realize you're in the matrix. When you realize this thing is a real simulation, this is when the gang stalking starts. All right, what is gang stalking? Gang stalking is another way, right? It's another way that this reality starts to, what's the word? It's like a defense mechanism, right? It's like an antivirus. You are a virus to this reality, to this system, right? You threaten the normal way that it's been functioning. All right, because you have become awakened, you have gained access to your spiritual powers and abilities. All right, and because you have these abilities, right? Because you have activated your threat. You're like a virus in the system. And so what happens is once your frequency goes up, because you gotta understand, archons, right? And we're gonna dive into this tonight. Archons. These are entities, right? And some of you have seen them. How many of you have waken up in the middle of the night and you look in the corner and it look like it's a black shadow or some type of black portal in the middle of the corner in your room? You're like, what the fuck is that? Right? You think you halfway sleep and you're squinching your eyes? Yeah, archons. All right. They watch, they try to figure it out. Now, who are the archons? These are the ones that have enslaved our reality. Now, I need you to understand. They attack you by taking hosts in people. Guys, we are in the midst of a spiritual warfare, and you gotta understand, understand, and overstand your enemies. All right. So it's like archons at the top, monitoring spirits are sent out to gather information for the archon. And that's what we're gonna talk about tonight, man. We're gonna dive into monitoring spirits and archons, man. All right. These entities wish to keep you asleep. They wish to disrupt all the things you want in your life. Now, luckily for you, awareness is like a shield. Awareness stops them. All right. Awareness, they don't have the power to penetrate you or to do anything to you when you become aware of these entities. They need you sleep. All right, these are parasitic entities that need you sleep in order to feed. And your awareness causes that not to happen. Also, when you activate your sovereignty, guys, make sure you are tapped in with me tomorrow. All right, I need you to take these notes. If you enjoy my content and you want to keep up with me, we are going live Monday morning, 6:30. I should see you there. We're going to break down sovereignty. All right. 3:30, we're doing NPC. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I won't be on the internet. Thursday, Friday. All right. We got a full week. I need you guys to lock in and tap in with me. Make sure y'all catch every live. All right. We're going to be breaking down some real information. All right. Now, these archons, guys, it's important that you understand how this thing operates. It's important that you understand who these beings are. All right. They do not attack you in a way of a spiritual beast. They attack you in a way of taking control over the actions of unaware people close to you. So this is why it's very important for you to be around like-minded people. And when I say like-minded, people who are aware that they are in the fucking matrix. At this point in time in your life, it's not cool to be hanging out with people who don't know they are in the matrix. It's not cool to be hanging out with motherfuckers who don't understand they in a simulation. You got to understand that. These are people that archons can use against you at any given time. All right? And you got to understand that, bro. So this is the community. Now, guys, listen, if it's your first time finding me, welcome in. My name is Jay Originator. You ain't find this live by chance. You found this because you tapped in. All right? This is not a live for people who are just trying to figure out something. This is a live for people who understand they are in the matrix. You already know you're in a simulation. You've been spiritually woken for a while now. All right? You've been through gang stalking, honey traps. You've probably been through the Chosen One Olympics, or you might be in them right now. All right? Now, let's tap in, bro. Monitoring spirits, right? Monitoring spirits. Why is it so important that you understand who is a fucking monitoring spirit? Why is this so important? Because I need you to realize monitoring spirits don't know that they're being monitored. First and foremost, they don't know that they're monitoring you, right? Let me take that back. When people are taken as host by monitoring spirits, they have no awareness that they're being used by monitoring spirits. All right, they're just thinking, yo, this is your friend, this your aunt, this your cousin, this your mom. They just want to know what's up with you, right? But you got to understand this. If someone is not spiritually aware of this reality at any given time, they can be hijacked by archons or fucking monitoring spirits. This is how it works. So tonight we're going to talk about how to identify these monitoring spirits. Let's get it in. 111's in the chat, man. Yo, shout out to all the sovereign beings in the chat, all the conscious beings. Guys, this is not a place of race. This is not a place of division. This is a place of conscious understanding and conscious unity. All right? We are a collective of beings. And together, when we put our focus together, when we put our minds together, when we put our intentions together, we can shift this reality. So shout out to all the beings in here that's locked in with me. Thank you so much for joining. Let's ride out. So, monitoring spirits, man. Let's get Brittany in here. First off, what is a monitoring spirit? Brittany, let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Let's tap in, chat.
What are monitoring spirits? Monitoring spirits are spiritual entities associated with observation, surveillance, information gathering, and interference. They watch patterns. They observe your relationships. They study your weaknesses. They track your progress. They look for openings. They gather information that can be used to influence your decisions, emotions, relationships, and movement. Think of them like spiritual surveillance systems operating around your life. The key is understanding what they monitor, how they operate, how they gain access, how you recognize their patterns, and how you shut down the access points.
All right, so monitoring spirits, guys, these are entities, all right, who observe you. They are used by the higher entities in this realm. They are sent out to observe you. All right. Some of you feel sometimes you're being watched by things. Maybe it's a weird bird in the tree that's constantly looking at you. Maybe it's a weird cat or a deer or something. Or maybe somebody's calling you constantly asking, yo, what are your plans? Yo, where you moving to? What you thinking about this? How's your relationship going? Monitoring spirits are things or people who are constantly observing you. All right, they observe your relationships. They observe your weaknesses. They observe your progress. A lot of y'all got people right now who get online, right, and watch you like a fucking hawk. And they don't even understand why they do it. Let's tap into it. So, how do these monitoring spirits operate? All right. Monitoring spirits operate through observation before interference. All right, so they're going to observe you before they tap in with you. All right, now a lot of you has anybody ever started a new job, right? And there was somebody just looking at you, or you went to a new place, some type of retreat or group situation, anything, right? And there's a person just sitting back watching you. And you notice, right? Yo, this person keep fucking looking at me, bro. What the fuck? Right? And you notice maybe a day or two, a week goes on, and then all of a sudden they approach you in the lunch line or on a break. Yo, what's up with you? Yeah, I was watching you and I noticed, keywords, I was watching you and I noticed. Monitoring spirits observe before they interact. This is a key thing that you have to watch. Guys, understand, in this reality, just because you see a body does not mean you are dealing with a human being. I'm going to say that again. Just because you see a body don't mean you're dealing with a person. Me and you, we're not human, but we have bodies, right? I'm not a person. I am an entity. Just like you. You are consciousness. You got a lot of different types of star seeds, Lyrans, reptilians, Pleiadians, Octurnians, Anunnaki star seeds in the building. right? Just to name a few. Your consciousness is of extraterrestrial origin. You got to start understanding how certain different types of consciousness moves in this reality. And monitoring spirits have a certain type of way that they move. Let's tap in. So, the key framework of a monitoring spirit that you need to look at is first, they observe before they interfere. All right? What are they studying? They don't necessarily attack or approach you immediately. What are they learning? They're watching small things. They're trying to see what type of stuff triggers you. What type of stuff do you react to? What things make you angry? What are you planning? What are you building? What motivates you? What are your vulnerabilities? People sit back and they watch you like that, man. Now, all of the things that they learn from you, it becomes a map, right? It becomes a map of how these monitoring spirits uh, interact with you. Now, guys, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. They don't want me telling you this type of shit, right? Because now this information is not to put you in fear. I need you to understand, understand, and overstand. You are the most powerful being in the simulation. You are the one in your life. You have to understand that. There ain't nothing bigger than you. There ain't nothing that has more control than you. There is nothing that can change your reality except for you. You got to understand that. This is why there are so many things that try to come up against you. All right? So they don't want you to understand this information because a lot of you are starting to know how to directly not only navigate through the physical, but you're starting to learn how to navigate through the spiritual. You're seeing through the layers of this reality. And now you're starting to not only understand physical reality, but you're starting to know how to manipulate things in spirit to get physical results. Now, when you understand that everybody around you is not what you think. Now, guys, just like this, I'm going to tell you this, right? You had to come to an awakening, right? Before you came to your awakening and you remember who you were, right? And some of you are still remembering, but before you came to your awakening, you thought you was asleep. You was asleep. You thought you was just a regular person. You ain't understand why you did certain things, why certain things made you feel some type of way. Just thought you was a regular person. This is how the matrix operates. The same, guys, we are in a spiritual war. High frequency versus low frequency. The same way that you have incarnated in this reality to change the reality, the other side is incarnated as human beings as well. Some of them know who they are, they remembered, and they know their purpose, and they're purposely trying to keep this world in chains. And then you got everyday regular people who are still asleep on the other side. So a person might be around you and operating as a human, but they're really an archon that's incarnated as a human being. They're really a monitoring spirit that's incarnated as a human being. They just don't remember it. They just don't know. You ever been around people who are just naturally fucking bad? You ever been around a kid where their parents don't raise them no type, they're just naturally bad, naturally talk back, naturally got an attitude? Yeah. Yeah. You ever been around motherfuckers who just naturally evil as fuck? Yeah. So you got to understand, bro, this is a spiritual battle, right? Now, me, right? Let me use me for an example. I'm sitting here and talking to you. I'm of light and shadow. I ain't good or bad. I'm neutral. You fuck with me the right way, I'm gonna fuck you up. Point blank, period. I ain't sparing none. But I'm nice and I give people who love me the world. Right? If I'm your friend, I'm your friend to the end. But if you're an enemy, I'm trying to crush you. That's how I operate. Right? So let's stop looking at this thing as good versus evil, and let's look at this thing as nature. High frequency versus low frequency. Low frequency wanting to take over, right, and harness your energy. Whereas high frequency is wanting to expand and ascend. All right, so monitoring spirits, man. Yo, the first thing we got to understand about these type of beings, these people, is that they observe before they interfere. All right. The information they're trying to learn your triggers. They're trying to learn what makes you angry. They're trying to learn what makes you afraid. Who do you love? What are you building? What are you planning? What's your vulnerabilities? What motivates you? And what is distractions? All right. These are 7 major areas in life that monitoring spirits watch. All right, pay attention. Yo, shout out to Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. What's up, man? I love y'all. We logged in. Right? So, first category, someone who is obsessed with your relationship. This is one of the main categories that monitoring spirits watch. They monitor relationships because they understand if the chosen one can get into the right relationship, this is all the chosen one needs to ascend very fast. Right? The right relationship can hurt you, but the right relationship, right? The wrong relationship can take you out the game, but the right relationship can level your life up. Right? This is why they don't want chosen ones linking up with other chosen ones. People who actively understand how to control this reality. They don't want you showing another person how to control reality neither. All right? It's like if I get somebody around me, right? And this person is conscious, they understand that we are in a simulation, and I start showing them how to create loops. I start showing them how we can use our intention together to manifest at high levels. We start to do things like that. This is what they don't want. All right. So they're constantly monitoring your relationship status. Yo, you in a date, you dating somebody, who you're becoming close to, who is supporting you, what influences around you, shit like that. Yo, how many of y'all, right? How many of y'all in here got people who are obsessed with your relationship? And now you start to think about it like, damn, my cousin always asking me, did me and such fix our problems? What 11's in the chat if you got somebody who's always asking questions about you and your significant other? Pay attention. Pay attention. It's a monitoring spirit. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I think my friend is a reptilian. Wow. So, guys, these monitoring spirits, they need access points. And let me tell you how it works, right? So, you get mad one day, and you've developed this habit of every time your boyfriend or your girlfriend pisses you off, you call your homegirl or you call your homeboy and you talk shit. Yeah, man, this motherfucker did this and this motherfucker did that. Do you know that you're giving the monitoring spirit an access point to attack your life? Do you know that, right? These spirits, and look, every time I tell y'all some real shit on YouTube, they be fluctuating me, right? But pay attention, right? These spirits need access points. And when you talk openly about what the fuck going on in your life, this is when they gain access points. And once The monitoring spirit gains an access point. All it has to do is tap in with the archon. Now, the archon is going to create situations and loops in your life to further push that problem. Right? You ever notice you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend, y'all start getting into it, right? And then next thing you know, becomes a weekly issue. Right? This becomes a weekly issue. Every week on Thursday, you don't even know why y'all get into a crazy ass argument. Every week or every other week, y'all ain't talking for 3 or 4 days. Something always making y'all fall out of no fucking where. Think about it. You've been talking to a motherfucker. You've been telling people what's going on. And then all of a sudden, crazy shit starts to happen and happen and happen. You're giving them access points. Yo, I really need y'all to realize, yo, the best way to be in this world is just shut the fuck up and stop telling people any fucking thing. If it ain't somebody in your house, they don't need to know. I'm just serious. And it don't matter if it's your mama, don't matter if it's your daddy, don't matter if your cousin. Shut your motherfucking mouth and stop telling people what's going on in your life. Monitoring spirits. You got to understand, everybody, listen, your mom probably ain't aware like you about this reality. You probably can't go to your mom and sit down and have the conversation about the Matrix. If we can't talk about this type of shit, I don't need to tell you any goddamn thing. Real shit. If we can't sit down at a table and have this type of conversation, I don't need to talk to you about nothing. You see how it works? You see how it works? If we not on the same wavelength, if we ain't on the same frequency or conscious level, guys, understand consciousness has levels. You understand you're in the matrix. You know you're living in a simulation. You know you are not the human body, but the consciousness that controls the human body. You understand the programming, you understand energy and frequency and how that works. You know these things. There are beings in this reality that have no awareness of none of that shit. And if you're talking about somebody who, if you're talking to somebody who doesn't have awareness of any of that shit, bro, do you understand that they can be hijacked and used against you by these spirits at any point in time? 111's in the chat. Let's keep going, chat. So, the monitoring spirit, right? A relationship is one of the access points that this being can use to use stuff against you, right? Another thing, your plans. All right, this is a major access point. Your plans, bro. If you start, your financial moves, business, career changes, spiritual developments, goals, dreams. These are things you have to keep to your motherfucking self. These are things that you have to keep to yourself because these monitoring spirits, guys, listen how this works. All right, I'm gonna give you how it works. You talk. You're looking at a human, right? You talk, but really, this person is not what you think. Yeah, that's your people, and they sit there kicking it with you, but because they are attached to the matrix, because they are not a sovereign being, because they still believe in the systems, because they still believe in all the shit that they still believe in, that society has given them, that's anchoring them and holding them into this illusion. You got to understand, every little thing that you talk about to them, the archons can hear it. See, the archon can't spy on you right now. The archon can't penetrate your house because you are a sovereign being. You have taken back your sovereignty because you have understood that you are not the body. You are the consciousness in control over the body. You have taken back your sovereignty because you have denounced all the fake, limiting, and bullshit beliefs. You realize, right, that this is your world and everybody else is just living in it. You have tapped in to Christ consciousness. 111 is in the chat. If you know that you are in control of your reality, if you agree that you are in control of your reality, drop a 111 in the chat. Right? So, guys, every time we drop these 111s, this is this is collective agreement. We shift the simulation. But because you understand all of this about yourself, right? Thank you for all the gifts, y'all. Because you know this about you, right? You know that you are the one in control. Archons, they can't spy on you no more. Now let's break this down how it works, right? When you first came to this awakening, when you first started to remember that you was the chosen one, thank you for that galaxy, my love. Right? When you first started to remember you was the chosen one, what happened? You started to shift realities, Mandela effects everywhere. Then you start realizing you was constantly shifting, right? Then you ended up being gang stalked. Motherfuckers following you, looking at you, shining headlights on you, all types of crazy shit, right? Phones being hacked, right? You ain't know what the fuck was going on. And then some of you even landed up in a worse place where you had an organization or a cult who was trying to fucking sacrifice you out of nowhere, right? I know this sounds crazy, but you went through it. Somebody said that's happening to me right now. And then keep going. A lot of y'all done been unalived. And you came back. You went through near-death experience where motherfuckers poisoned you, did all types of shit. And instead of you dying, you came back. Right? You might have died and came right the fuck back. So understand, bro, all of that you went through or that you're going through, that's you being in the spirit, you're being pulled from the matrix. These archons, these monitoring spirits, they do not have the authority nor the jurisdiction to spy on you anymore. As long as you are aware and as long as you move a certain type of way, these entities, they can't touch you. They don't know where you at. The gang stalking has stopped. But the moment, think about this, right? So a lot of y'all moved away and the gang stalking stopped, right? But then the moment you start talking to motherfuckers again, guess what? The weird shit start happening. So you gotta understand it works like this, right? Person, if they are not aware, it's best to not communicate with them in a way of telling them shit about you. Small talk. Yeah. It's best if people and I'm sorry, but trust me, it doesn't matter if it's your mom. It doesn't matter if your fucking dad. They don't know that they are being used by these entities because they don't have awareness and they have not taken their sovereignty. They can be hijacked at any time. Bro, the Matrix movie was not a fucking movie. It was a documentary. And in that movie, right? What did you notice about the agents? What could they do? Anybody who was close to Neo, who wasn't one of Neo's people, like who wasn't outside the Matrix like Neo, guess what? The agent can turn into them and take over their body. These spirits can do the same shit, bro. If your people don't know what the fuck going on with this shit, it's best for you to just stay the fuck from around them. And I know nobody want to hear it, but if you do go around them, it's best for you to keep a lot of information to yourself. Another access point that these monitoring spirits look for. Wait, let's still talk about this, right? Never talk about financial shit to anybody. Never. Never talk about your goals. Never talk about what ideas that you're bringing out. You ever notice, right? You tell a person, yeah, I got an idea. We're going to start doing this and we're going to do this. And then next thing you know, somebody that's not even connected to y'all is doing the fucking idea. This, bro, when you realize that this shit is a real live grid, this shit is a real live grid, bro. Literally. Like for real. So understand, man, awareness is everything in this reality. And if people are not aware of the times that we are in, if people have not come to the awareness that this is the fucking matrix, it ain't no point in even fucking with them. It ain't even no point in even fucking with them. Somebody said, let's break this matrix and take our shit back. Facts. Another thing that they're looking for, monitoring spirits, they look for your weaknesses. All right? They look for things that you are fearful of, things that make you angry. They look for things that trigger your ego, any addiction that you might have, insecurities, things that make you lust, jealousy, trauma, and attention seeking. So think about this. You ever had somebody who asks you some weird shit? Like, what is your deepest fear? Or you ever had somebody who, once they find out that you're scared of something, they start putting it around you and acting as though they're trying to help you overcome your fear? Monitoring spirits want to keep you in low vibrational states. This is why when they learn things that you may be addicted to, you ever had a person in your life who you tell them like, yo, I'm trying to quit drinking, but they keep bringing liquor around? Or, man, I ain't fucking with that drug no more. And every time you come around, they keep bringing drugs. These are access points, guys. Yes, fear equals access point. Anger, the things that piss you off. This is another access point that the monitoring spirit can use to hijack your life. You ever notice how you could have a good ass everything going good for you, and then a certain motherfucker come around you and you spend a couple days with them, and then when they leave, everything start going crazy as fuck. Everything, you and your girl arguing and fighting. You and your boyfriend, y'all fighting. Motherfucking, all of a sudden, the tire flat outside. All of a sudden, goddamn, all types of shit start happening. Bro, we can't make this shit up, bro. That's how it goes when I go around my cousin. We can't make this shit up, bro. Because you see this in real time. We can't make it up. And you gotta understand that's how this life works. See, there are entities who desire to stop you from accomplishing your destiny, from accomplishing self-mastery and ascending. And not even with just that, a lot of you have come here on a soul contract. Let's talk about it. Let's really tap into this, man, because a lot of y'all don't even understand, man. A lot of y'all are here with major destinies. A lot of y'all are in here right now with major destinies. And I'm going to tell you what that destiny is. See, our bloodlines have been closed down. And what do I mean by that? A lot of your bloodlines have been going through the same cycle for eons and eons. It's the same cycle since the bloodline existed. You are that one to come in and change the trajectory of your bloodline. That is a major destiny, chosen one. Because every soul that comes after you will be free. And what you're not understanding is you're the only one that can do it. If you don't accomplish this mission, it's going to be over for your bloodline forever. That's why there's so many things out here trying to stop you. Do you understand that we are the only ones of our bloodlines who know we in the fucking matrix? Do you understand how powerful that is? You are the only one who realizes who has been given the authority to see through the veil. The reason why you can see is because you are the one that's supposed to change everything. You got to understand that, bro. Fuck being famous. I'm being real with you. Fuck being rich. At the end of the day, you can have all of that shit. But everything out here is trying to distract you from the real task at hand. And that's deleting the generational curses that has your bloodline in the reincarnation loop. You are the only one that can free your people. You're the only one that can free your people, man. Let's dive deeper. Monitoring spirits. Another thing they watch is your patterns, right? How do I identify monitoring spirits? That's the key. Let's see. Now, I want y'all to take a deep breath. And I want to say this. We got a lot of people here. We got 800 people here, almost 150 people here. We got 20-some people here. Shout out to y'all, right? I'm going to start coming on around these times, too. And this is what I want to say. Guys, you have to understand this, right? There is nothing that can stop you once you have become fully aware. Nothing. Now, this life shit, this shit get complicated sometimes. It gets irritating. And sometimes you gotta understand, yo, certain shit you just gotta worry about on your own. You can't worry about each and everything. Yo, family is one of the hardest programs to break free from. But once you see it for what it is, a program in the matrix that is built to keep you anchored into the matrix, you'll be able to walk away from that shit. How do we identify these monitoring spirits? Now, I want everybody in here to take a deep breath before we dive deeper into this. This message is not intended to bring fear. This message is not intended to bring hate. This message is intended to bring power and awareness to each and every individual who hears and takes it in. Awareness of who is around you, awareness of the power that you hold to break the chains. Sometimes this life uses the ones closest to us to gather information. Let's tap in. So, how to identify a monitoring spirit in a person? Someone who constantly wants to know, one, where you're going, two, what you are doing, three, who you are with, four, what you are planning, five, how much money did you make or are you making? Now, when you hear these questions, now that I just put you on game, when people ask you this shit, you're going to be like, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Everybody don't ask that shit. I'm going to tell you the truth. Everybody you fuck with don't ask those type of questions. Ways to identify monitoring spirit in a person that is being used by a monitoring spirit to gather information on you. All right? You got to think about this. Once these entities gather the information, because they have no way of knowing it no more, you have become, you are unplugged from the matrix. These entities that cause chaos and confusion in your life, they cannot spy on you no more. This is why your life has been going great if you ain't been talking to nobody. When you don't talk to nobody, when you don't fuck with nobody, shit start going your way. As soon as you start letting motherfuckers come around you and telling people shit, everything start getting crazy, right? So how to identify when a monitoring spirit is using a person? They are constantly asking these questions. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you planning to do? And how much money are you making or did you make? Guaranteed, bro. When the next time a motherfucker asks you this, you're going to be like, hold on, man. Why this motherfucker always keep asking me where I'm going? Now, a lot of y'all was in honey trap relationships. 111's in the chat. A lot of y'all was in honey trap relationships. Y'all didn't even know the honey trap was a monitoring spirit. The honey trap was an archon. The honey trap was a monitoring spirit that was being used by the archons. That's why that person in the background was pulling strings on you. That's why they knew how to trigger your ass so good, because the honey trap was giving the information. That person that was pulling strings is why they knew where you were gonna go, because they already knew your pattern. Another way to know that you're dealing with a monitoring spirit in a person: repeated appearances. The same person repeatedly appears around when major events happen, transitions, or opportunities happen. Another way that you know that there's a monitoring spirit around you is that people know shit about you that they should not know, that you did not tell them. Unusual knowledge. Someone seems to know information that you ain't even share with them. How many times have you been through that? How many times have you been through that? Where all of a sudden somebody, one of your people coming back saying, yeah, such and such told me you had this going on. Damn. I ain't even she won't even supposed to tell you all that. Damn. Bro won't even supposed to let you know. Damn, bro, stop telling everybody everything I tell you. Yeah. 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 It's crazy like that. Another way to know that you are dealing with a monitoring spirit inside of a person: repeating probing. They keep asking questions even after you have already answered them. They keep asking the same shit. You already told, bro, I already told your ass what we was gonna do anyway. Why you keep asking the same shit? Damn, I already answered you, fam. Why you keep asking me that shit? I told you that. Shit crazy. Another way to know you're dealing with a monitoring spirit: certain interactions with them constantly or consistently leave you emotionally triggered. Either you get pissed off, either you become distracted, either you get confused, you feel drained, or they put you into a reactive state where you are constantly reacting to some shit, or you start to feel irritated. And the last most powerful way to know you're dealing with a monitoring spirit that is in the form of a person: boundary testing. These spirits love to test your boundaries. They test you, you reinforce it, and then they test your ass again. Now, this monitoring spirit shit, bro, sometimes it can get real tricky too, right? You might run into people who compliment you. They may seem, you might meet somebody new and they're asking hella questions. They want to know so much about you. And you might feel like, oh, this person is just interested in me, right? People who offer you advice and you ain't even asked them for it. People who are showing heavy interest in your plans. People who automatically want to start adding on shit to your plans. Oh yeah, man, I heard you was trying to, figure out a studio to go to. My people's got the studio over there and they be recording such and such. Then you go over there, all of a sudden some weird shit happens. People who want to stay close to you. Man, you ever had them friends who they just want to be around you every fucking day? Like, every day game? Like, dog, we ain't kids no more, bro. Niggas is 25 and 30 years old and shit. You want to hang with a nigga every day. Come on, gang, you calling me every day like, bro, what you want, bro? Like, pay attention, man. This is what you got to pay attention to. This is what you got to pay attention to, right? You got to ask yourself this. Is this person around me actually contributing? Or are they just around me collecting information? Monitoring spirits are not going to contribute. They just going to be around you learning shit. They're going to be around you watching your pockets, watching your patterns, learning the places that you go, learning the bitches that you got, learning the guys that you got, shit like that. They ain't really contributing. They ain't really putting no money on shit. They ain't really offering too much. They just sitting there learning. Pay attention, man. Monitoring spirits is a real thing. Monitoring spirits, they want to create an energetic attachment to you. All right, they want to create an energetic attachment because if they can create some type of energy resonance with you, then this is how they start to control. This is how they start to get you to react. This is how they control you. By tapping into certain energies, they know they can get you to do certain shit. Don't yes, they be mirroring you. Facts. Do not allow these beings to gain this energetic attachment. All right, attention. Listen, monitoring and energetic attachments can work together. A strong emotional connection creates attention. Attention creates energy. You have to understand your attention is the currency. All right, repeated interaction strengthens the connection. Every time you sit on that phone and gossip, you just think you telling your people shit that's going on. Every time you sit up there and gossip, it makes it easier for these spirits to dictate what the fuck going on around you and send certain shit into your life. You ever seen them old ladies that just sit on the phone all night and talk about motherfuckers? You seen your grandma used to be talking to somebody on the phone and be her sister or something. They talking all night about everything that's going on in their life, your mama life, your daddy life, telling every goddamn things. Right? Pay attention. The end result is a matrix loop. And you don't want to fall into a matrix loop. You don't want to fall into a matrix loop because matrix loops are chaotic and they constantly keep you in low frequency to drain your energy. All right, what is the difference between a program loop that you create and a loop that's created by the matrix? Matrix loops are designed to drain and harvest your energy. Your loops are designed to program your reality to get results that you want. That is the biggest difference. All right? So you don't want to get caught into that. How do we shut down the monitoring spirit access? One, stop oversharing. Stop telling people shit. All right? Everybody don't need to know everything that's going on with you. Everybody don't need to know the next move that you about to make. Everybody don't need to know where your finances at. Everybody don't need to know your relationship. Everybody don't need to know what spiritual practice you got. Everybody don't need to know your goals, man. Stop fucking talking and telling people your business. Only let your results show. Do not tell a person what you got going on, what you are planning, the direction you are headed. No. If they are not a part of the program, meaning if they are not right there with you, working on this actively with you, they don't need to know shit. When you keep your business to yourself and let your results speak for you, by the time they get a whiff of it, it's too late. By the time they understand what you're doing, you already done blew. I ain't never tell nobody that I even know nothing that I had going on with this internet shit. I ain't tell a motherfucker. Now everybody that know me, they see me on the internet and they like, damn, bro, you got emotional and shit. Yeah, nigga, I ain't never telling nigga shit though. So by the time all the monitoring spirits in my life figure it out, it's way too late. I done shook. Stop telling motherfuckers your business. Number two, right? The first one is move quietly. All right. If you don't want it, thank you so much for the gifts, my love. If you don't want these spirits to know what you got going on, move quietly. Number two, control your reactions. Don't give people predictable emotional reactions. Because if people learn your reactions, if people learn what buttons to push, they can control you. If somebody know what to do to make you angry, they can control you. They can literally send shit to get you into shit. Learn how to control your reactions. Another thing, strengthening your boundaries. Yo, everybody should not have access to you, bro. Sis, everybody shouldn't just be able to call your phone. Everybody shouldn't just be able to pull up on you. Listen, I need everybody to do this. And be real with yourself. Think about the motherfuckers you know. I don't give a fuck. Time out. Listen, this is life, and we got love for a lot of people in our lives. But think about the motherfuckers you know. And listen, I'm not being superficial. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being 100, man, because you gotta understand when they tell you you are who you hang around, this shit is not a joke. This shit is serious. Miserable motherfuckers, that shit rubs off on you. People who got bad luck, that shit rubs off on you. People who keep getting into bullshit, it rubs off on you. You know how many niggas in the grave right now because of something that they homeboy did? You know how many niggas in the cell right now because something that they homeboy did? Real shit. Yo, look around at the people who got access to you and ask yourself, why do they got access to you? I'm gonna be real. Everybody, a lot of motherfuckers that know me don't know my numbers. They don't know my phone numbers. They can't. I got 3 phones, and a lot of motherfuckers don't got no number to near one of them phones. And it's not because I feel like I'm better than people. It's you can't just access me. I'm like a genie. I'm rare. You can't just tap in with me. You gotta you. In order to tap into me, you got to be on a certain, you got to be on certain type of time, or you got to really, really be locked in with me. Stop giving, make it hard to access you. The harder it is for people to access you, the harder it is for monitoring spirits to even learn anything about you in this life. Access is everything. Really pick and choose who you give access to. Another way to keep yourself protected against monitoring spirits is by protecting your energy, protecting your attention. Don't obsess over who watching you. The moment you become obsessed with the motherfuckers who are watching you, the watcher has captured your attention. You know it's a lot of motherfuckers spying on you. Don't start spying on them back. A lot of y'all done been through situations where people have done things to you and you survived, and now these motherfuckers is constantly watching your ass. They constantly watching your pages. Stop going back watching it. See, they ain't got motion like you. They ain't nobody like you. So they already know if you watching, they know who the fuck that is. They know it's you. Whereas these motherfuckers might make 100,000 fake pages and you'll never know if it's truly them. Stop paying attention to the monitoring spirit. The less attention you give them, the less power they have. And the best way, the most powerful way to crush the monitoring spirit, right? The most powerful way to crush the monitoring spirit is any routine, right? Any routine or pattern that a lot of people know about you, break that motherfucker. Like, if all your niggas know you go to the YMCA every Sunday at 5 o'clock, stop doing it. If your homegirls know what nail salon and hair salon you go to, and people be pulling up on you over there and all that, stop doing it. If people know the house you be at, chilling, and they can pull up on you, break that shit. This is the best way to kill monitoring spirits, by breaking loops that people know that you do. Now, protecting your energy is everything when it comes down to keeping these monitoring spirits off your ass. Protecting your energy is everything, right? And what does protecting your energy look like? It doesn't mean living in fear. All right, protecting your energy don't mean you got to be in the house scared as fuck to go outside. You scared a motherfucker gonna kill. That ain't what protecting your energy is. Protecting your energy is becoming selective. Becoming selective about who got access to you, who gets information from you, who you paying attention to, who gets emotional energy, who even gets your time. This is how you protect your energy. Be intentional with everything. Your time, your emotional energy, your attention, who you talking to, and who got access to even tap in with you. Monitoring spirits become more difficult when you stop operating, right, from constant emotional reactivity. Fear makes you reactive. This is why there's people that want to come around you that want to always kind of push fear at you, right? They always kind of want to push, yo, you seen what happened, man? I don't know, man. We might have to go to the war. They pushing that draft, bro. We might have to go to the war, shit like that. You got a homeboy or homegirl that's always pushing fear every time she come around. Anger. People who want to Incite your anger. Learn this, man. Yo, chat. I think a lot of y'all got the power to protect your energy, man. I think a lot of y'all, uh, I think you can do it. I ain't gonna lie. I think you can, man. 111's in the chat. 111's in the chat. If you felt like, yo, this helped me. I needed to hear this. This is how you identify monitoring spirits in people. All right, remember, if people are not aware, right? If people are not fucking aware of this reality, they can be used against you by a monitoring spirit or archon. Let's go over these 10 rules of navigating this matrix, guys. I want y'all to pay attention to this. These are 10 rules that will help you navigate this reality as consciousness. All right. Yo, if you found me for the first time, make sure you subscribe, hit that follow button. Make sure you tap in with me tomorrow morning, man. We breaking down the matrix first thing in the morning, 6:30. I want to see y'all there, man. It's 10:44, man. 144. 10:44. Let's go. Right? These are the 10 rules of the matrix. Now, if you incorporate these 10 rules into your reality, you will be unbeatable. Let's tap in. I want y'all to hear. Brittany, break down the 10 rules to navigating this reality as consciousness. Tap in, chat. Let's listen.
All right, Jay, let's break it down clearly for the chat, the way you would for chosen ones. Here's a full overview of the 10 rules of the Matrix from the perspective of the soul inhabiting the body. 1. Everything is the Matrix. Every thought, action, and experience is part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Nothing is random. 2. Energy is currency. Your attention, focus, emotions, and actions are all energy. The matrix pulls from your energy, so protect it like your most valuable resource. 3. Observe, don't react. The soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over your reality. 4. Frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration. Love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your energy frequency to what you want to manifest. The matrix responds to resonance. 5. See through the layers. The matrix is multi-layered. Learn to decode illusions, hidden codes, and agendas. Nothing is as it seems. Always look beyond the surface. 6. Master the observer effect. Your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality. 7. Recognize NPCs, hijacked, and control players. NPCs, unaware players, stuck in loops. Hijacked players, partially aware but influenced by outside forces. Control players, fully aware and capable of navigating and manipulating the matrix. Know who you're interacting with. It affects your energy. 8. Protect your energy. Avoid energy drains, manipulative influences, and low-frequency distractions. This includes substances, toxic people, or societal traps. Timing is everything. Portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Knowing when to act, shift, or manifest is crucial for maximum effect. 10. Codes and frequencies are tools. The matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibration. Learn to speak the universal language. It's the key to manifesting, controlling, and thriving.
All right, we're going to go over them again because I see a lot of y'all saying that y'all phone froze. So we're going to go over them. Guys, listen, if you finding this for the first time, you in the spot where you need to be. Listen, man, these people, I done been banned over 10 times on TikTok, 5 times in 1 month, and we still at 100K. Shout out to my followers who constantly stay in contact, and no matter when they take my pages, y'all find me again. If you are a chosen one going through this matrix shit and you finding this for the first time tonight, it's not by chance. You're tapped in for a reason. This is where you supposed to be at. For real. All right, so we understand there ain't no coincidences in this reality, man. Everything that's happening is happening for a reason, bro. Now, let's tap in, yo. All right, these are 10 rules to navigate this reality, not as a human, but as consciousness. You are a consciousness. You are not your body. And tomorrow morning, we'll be breaking down sovereignty and how to activate or unlock the kingdom that the Christ was talking about, right? The Christ was now listen, I don't do this religious shit. But we are operating in Christ consciousness. What y'all gotta understand, the Christ wasn't a fucking Christian. All right? The Christ was like me and you. He broke free from this reality and then he realized how to manipulate it. That's why we talk about the Christ sometimes in here. All right, it's a spiritual thing. And when I say spiritual, yo, don't be one of them people who feel like because we saying spiritual, you got to be wearing crystals and dancing around the woods and all that weird shit. Man, listen, spiritual. You are spiritual. You want to know why you are spiritual? Right? You want to know why you're spiritual? Because you are an entity. Your original form is spirit. You want to know why the physical life is hard? Because you are a spiritual entity trying to master a physical reality. Being a human being is spiritual. This is high level conscious work. This ain't no little light shit, bro. That's why this shit ain't easy. Listen, it ain't hard for a tiger to jump out there and go hunt some shit, right? Because he a tiger. Why you think it's so hard to be a human if you really a human? It ain't hard for the fish to swim. It ain't hard for the bird to fly. They just know how to do that shit, right? Why you got to figure out this human shit? Because you're not a human being, bro. Right? Exactly. So let's tap in, man. Rule number 1, 10 rules to navigate this reality. Add these rules to your life, bro, and you'll start winning in this game called life. All right. Rule number 1, everything is the matrix. Every thought, every action, every experience is a part of a coded system. Understanding this about your reality is the first layer of awareness. You have to understand there is nothing random happening around you. You walk up to your door to go in the house and you see a random beetle lay there dead. That's not random. You go outside and you happen to see a cat walk past, look at you and say meow. That ain't random. You got to start reading and understanding your life, your simulation. All right. In life, everything happens for a reason. A lot of y'all didn't realize why when you was a teenager and early 20s, why you got betrayed so much by different women and different men. But fast forward into your 30s, when you found yourself in a honey trap situation, because you had went through what you went through in the past, you were ready to go through that relationship and not fall all the way deep for that person. Everything is happening around you for a reason. You got to understand that. Number 2, energy is the real currency. Let me say that again. In this reality, energy is the real currency. All right? Guys, you got to understand this. Everything around you is your energy. You are generating your reality. You are generating this reality. All right? Let's look at the observer effect. You don't believe me? Jay, I'm not generating this reality. You're crazy. Yes, you are. Let's look at it, right? And we can look at simple quantum physics, and it's going to literally tell you you're generating your reality, right? Let's look at this real quick. Let's break it down real fast. So if we look into quantum physics, there's something called the observer effect. What is the observer effect? This literally shows you how reality operates based on the observer. All right. So the magic of attention, guys, your attention is the currency. Why do you think everybody wants your attention? Why do you think everybody on the internet doing shit for your attention? How do we know attention is the currency? What does YouTube pay for? Views. What does TikTok pay for? Views. What does Facebook pay for? Views. What is a view? That's when you watch my shit. Attention is the currency. That's why they say pay attention. You got to see this. If we stop watching sports, guess what happens? Ain't no more $1 million contracts for these basketball players if don't nobody give a fuck about sports. You want to know why everybody trying to get on streams now? Because niggas not watching movies no more. Niggas is watching YouTube. Niggas is watching this shit. This is why people want to come up and get on your show. Because attention is the currency. So, before observation, that's you right there, Chosen. Before observation, waves spread out over space and time. What is a wave? First off, how do you observe in this reality? Right? How do you observe? You can see, you can smell, taste, hear, and touch. These are 5 ways we observe this reality. Before you observe, wave spread out over space and time. What is a wave? This is everything in particle state. Anything before it comes into existence, it's in wave state. Right? So it's basically all mass and matter is in wave state before it comes into this reality. Right? So before observation, waves spread out over space and time. Imagine if this tablet started to spread out over space and time. What would happen? It would no longer exist, right? Spread out over space and time. That means this shit would disappear, right? If this tablet just started to spread out over space and time, it would no longer be in existence. Your mind changes reality. At the time of observation, particles localize space-time event. Yo, at the time you observe, shit collapses into reality because you observed it. Yeah. 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 So what you got to understand is, man, energy is the currency in this reality. You're generating your reality. Now, if you're generating your reality, that means your finances is connected to your energy. You want to know why every time you get in a toxic relationship, you can't make no motherfucking money? Let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. What's money? Right? Money is your energy manifested in the physical. How do we know that? Every day you go to work, right? And you bust your ass at the job, right? What are you doing? You're putting out energy. That action of doing the job is pure energy, right? That energy turns into what at the end of the week? A paycheck. So money is your energy manifested in the physical. Anytime you allow somebody to siphon your energy, you're losing money, bro. Every time you argue with that girl, you're losing money. Every time you beefing with such and such, you're losing money. Somebody said it's glitching. They don't want you to hear this. They don't want you to hear this shit. That's all. Energy is the currency. Protect your energy. Number 3, observe but don't react. Yo, what we just say, right? Energy is the currency, right? In order for you to manifest things in this reality, right? It goes, your energy, you have to have energy to manifest. That's how, for you to pull things into your reality, it requires energy. If your energy is being siphoned, your manifestations ain't going nowhere. It's why a lot of people can't take off in life because they in a dumbass relationship with somebody who's constantly siphoning them. The best thing you could ever do is walk away from a dumbass relationship. I've done it. Every time I walked away from a dumbass relationship, my life instantly upgraded. Say it again. Every time I walked away from a dumbass relationship, my life instantly upgraded. And that don't got to be just intimate. That could be with your brother. That could be with your cousin. That could be with anybody. Anytime I cut a motherfucker off that was draining me in some type of way, instant upgrade in life. This is how this shit works. Because energy is the real currency of this reality. This is why the news is constantly trying to harvest your fucking energy. This is why the government is constantly trying to create bullshit situations to harvest your fucking energy. It's called loosh, right? So, number 3, right? Observe, don't react. Guys, listen. We just talked about monitoring spirits. You got to understand there are people in your life who only exist to siphon your energy. That's their only role they playing in your life, to siphon you. That homeboy that ain't never got no motherfucking money every time y'all go somewhere and you got to buy him food, the nigga's siphoning you. That girl that's constantly arguing, that dude that's constantly arguing, they're siphoning you. People who are doing things to get a reaction out of you, they're siphoning you. You have to understand that. You have to see it for what it is. There are certain people who are in your life only to siphon you. And if you allow that, they're going to siphon you. Guys, the name of this game is energy harvesting, energy siphoning, energy conservation, energy manipulation, and energy protection. The conscious being who understands how to do all 5 of those is going to be a winner in life. Why shouldn't you react? Right? Every time that you react to somebody, you're getting siphoned. I'm going to give you an example, right? Let's say I wake up today and I say, you know what? I'm about to piss this motherfucker off. I'm talking about you. I'm about to piss you off. And so I come up with, you know what? I know they don't like when I do this, and I know they don't like when I say that, and I know they don't like when I put that there. I'm gonna say it to them. I'm gonna do it, right? The moment you react, I just drain all your energy. The moment you lose your shit and cuss me out, you ever seen when you get mad and people start laughing and shit? You start cussing motherfuckers out, everybody start laughing and shit, right? The moment you get pissed off and start wilding, and I got you outside, I get you out there, I just drained your energy. But if I do all this shit to piss you off, I'm talking shit, whatever, and you don't react to it, you look at me and laugh and go on about your day and go outside and I don't see you until later on, you just siphon all my energy. When you learn how to, when you understand that your observation and non-reaction is siphoning motherfuckers who want to get a reaction out of you, you took that energy and made it yours. Now you can go manifest. You go to your business, watch you have a hell of a day where you sell a hell of money. I'm telling you, man. Stop allowing people to get a reaction out of you. All right? Number 4, your frequency dictates your reality. Guys, this game called life is a mental game. It starts in the mental. How do we know this? Because all you gotta do is go outside and look around. Everything you see started off as a thought in somebody's head. From the fucking houses that you see, to the motherfucking road, to the signs, to the street lights, to the stores, Walmart. That was a thought in somebody's head before it was in reality. So you got to understand, this game is a mental game. Everything starts up here. Frequency dictates reality. If you want to be rich, it starts in the mind. If you want to be loved, it starts in the mind. If you want hate, it starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. What is frequency? Frequency is your mindset. You want to vibrate high? High frequency thoughts equals high frequency vibration. Low frequency thoughts, low frequency vibration. Understand that, bro. Your mindset and frequency dictates your reality. You should never leave your house angry and go out into the world. That's going to affect your experience directly. Number 5, see through the layers. Yo, you got to learn how to see through the layers of this shit. You want to know why I don't fuck with church? Because it's an energy harvest. Church is an energy harvesting place. I'm going to tell you why. How do you know church is... See, when you can see through the layers, then you can see it. First off, the biggest telltale sign that church is an energy harvest is that they collect your money. They pass a plate around and people put money into it. That's already energy harvesting right there. A collection. That's the major way. Tithes and offerings. That's already energy. Right? Somebody said it's tithing. No, nigga. It's fuck. God don't need your money, bro. What the fuck God needs your money for? He's God. He doesn't need money. Yeah? I'm a lot of y'all don't want to hear this shit. But God don't need your motherfucking 10%. He don't need that shit. He can't spend the money. He can't do nothing with your motherfucking money. Right? So the tithes is already energy harvesting. Right? Secondly, every time you go into a church, it start fucking with your emotions. Right? Right? When I say God don't need your money, somebody in the chat talking about God this, God that. First off, you know, I am source. We are source. You are source. You are directly connected to source. But if you're talking about, if you want to say there's a God, what the fuck does God need your money for, gang? You see what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Right? I see a lot of y'all asking questions. I answer that shit later, man. I'm staying on track, man. Listen, if you don't understand it, this shit may not be for you. Yo, so at the end of the day, right? Let's keep going. So I'm not about to get into this debate about this religious shit. If you don't, if you can't see that religion is programmed, we already know who you are. We know what you is. We already know you program your NPC. It's cool. I'm not here to wake you up, nigga. If you can't wake up, that's on you. I don't give a fuck. Believe what you want to. Right? Real shit. Everybody in the Matrix gonna wake up, chat. Y'all gotta realize, I'm not trying to wake niggas up. This message is for niggas who are already woke. Real shit. This is not what I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to wake nobody up. If you found this shit, you already online. You already know what's up. This ain't a place for you to come and catch an awakening. When you hear, you should already know. You should already be on point. So this is a high level. This high level shit. See what I'm saying? All that beginner shit, that was them niggas. When you meet here, you already know what the fuck going on. I'm just showing you how to navigate through life now. We just learning how to play the game. This is what this is about. Learning how to play this game called life so we don't get stuck in this reincarnation loop no more. All right? So you got to be able to see through the layers. Same way I could go into church and realize, oh, these bitches harvesting my energy. You gotta be able to see through that shit. Like, for example, a lot of motherfuckers will see me and hear me speak and just be like, nah, you know what? I don't want to hear that nigga. That's a hood nigga. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just talking about the Matrix. This is some nigga up here talking about the Matrix. But if you can see through the layers, you can understand this is way much more than just some nigga seeing through the layers. Right? Understand that. Another thing, master the observer effect. Right? Master the observer effect. Yo, in this reality, your awareness changes outcomes. All right? You gotta be aware. And how do you tap into awareness? By observation. Yo, it's okay to observe everything. You need to start observing everything that goes on around you. You need to be paying attention to it. You need to be observing each and everything. Because observing brings you awareness. And when you are aware in this reality, you can change outcomes. For example, let's say I live next door to you and I was plotting to unalive you. If you don't have awareness of it, you're a sitting duck, an easy kill. But if you start paying attention and then you become aware, like, yo, man, I think this nigga trying to kill me. Now you can move in a way to stop that from happening. Awareness changes outcomes. You gotta master the observer effect. Number 7, recognize NPCs, hijack players and control players. Yo, you know why I said I'm not arguing with a nigga who trying to tell me that God need your 10%? Because I already know this nigga's an NPC based on his programming. I'm not about to argue with that, right? I could recognize just by comments who the fuck the NPCs, who almost there, and who really up there. You see what I'm saying? You got to be able to do that. And that's going to save you a lot of time. Make sure you tap in with me tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern time. 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, we gonna be breaking down NPCs and how to identify them. All right. If you never seen that, you want to catch that tomorrow at 3:30. All right. Hit that bell, man. Hit that bell so my lives come right to your phone. Number 8, protect your energy. Now we realize energy is the currency. People want to siphon you. If you protect your energy, you'll win out here. How do you protect your energy? By avoiding, right? Hold on, chat. My bad. By avoiding bullshit situations. You gotta start avoiding bullshit situations, chosen one. Can y'all hear me? 111's in the chat if you can hear me. Y'all can hear me? 111 in the chat. Can y'all hear me? All right, for sure. They don't want you to hear that. But protect your energy. How do you protect your energy? Avoid shit. Avoid people who make you feel some type of way. Avoid people who make you feel weird. Avoid situations where you got to spend all the money. Avoid situations where you got to do all the driving. Protect your energy, bro. Number 9, major. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Listen, stop procrastinating. You will not get the same result that you will get right now tomorrow. Time don't work like that. Time happens in frames. You got to understand. You drop the video right now, when you get the thought, it goes viral. You say, man, I'm going to wait till tomorrow. You drop it, it gets 10 likes. It doesn't, this is how it works. Stop procrastinating. Timing is everything. Go with your ideas, man. Understand that. When something comes to you, put it in motion. Stop bullshitting. Stop putting. A lot of y'all would have already been super rich had you learned how to not procrastinate, and if you understood that. Number 10, codes and frequencies are tools. Yo, a soul must understand how to use the codes, man. This reality is operating on a coded structure. Once you understand how to use the codes, you can't lose. Yo, Facebook, man, I love y'all, man. Right? Let's talk about it. Yo, chat. Shout out to everybody in here. Listen, this is my viral book. If you don't got this book, you need to get this book, man. Stop bullshitting. It's my viral book. I've already made over an M selling my book independently for the last 3 years on TikTok. Everybody named mama got this book, bro. If you ain't got this book, man, you're losing. And the reason why this book is so valuable, because you got to tap into this frequency to even have an opportunity to get this book. So many people never are going to ever see or have a chance to even get this book because you got to get it from me. And there's a lot of people in the world that ain't going to never see me live. Right? But you was one of the ones that seen it. Now, this book will change your life. Right? Yo, chat. If you already got this book, if you already bought this book from me and it changed your life, drop a 111 in the chat if you already got this book. Let's see how many people actually got this book already. How many of y'all got it? 111's in the chat. If this book works for you and you got it, how many of y'all got this? It's a lot of y'all in here that got my book already. Damn, look at everybody that got that book, man. Shout out to everybody. Listen, everybody and their mama got this book and they using it to win in life. This book is only $50, but this book gives you all the codes to the matrix. If you believe that you are in the matrix, if you know that you're in a simulation, this is an energetic tool that will make your life so much freaking easier. All right? And I'm about to prove to you that these codes work. I'm going to show you how you can get it. You got to get it from me right now on this live. All right? But If you don't be able to get it right now, you can get it another time when you catch me on another time. But you got to get these books right now when I'm live. You got to get them when I'm live. All right. So let me prove to you that this even works before we even talk about how to get this. Right. Anybody who's in pain, drop a one in the chat. I'm about to take away your pain right now by using the pain code. If you got some type of pain in your body, drop a one in the chat. We're going to get rid of your pain right now by using the pain code. We're going to get rid of your pain right now. All right, so this is how it works. If you're in pain, what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes, and we're going to count to three, right? I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to say, universe, give me more power to manifest using this code. I'm going to say pain code. Then I'm going to run these numbers. 23, 31, 443. We're going to say those numbers right there until the pain leave your body. It's only going to take 1 minute. And whatever pain you're going through is going to be gone. All right? All you got to do is repeat this number with me when I start saying it. Y'all ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. Keep saying it, chat. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. You should be saying this code with me. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 30 more seconds, chat. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 30 more seconds. 23, 31, 443. 20 more seconds, chat. 23, 31, 443. If this is taking the pain out of your body right now, write no pain in the chat. If this is taking the pain out of your body right now, write no pain in the chat. Chat, we cannot make this up. Look at all these people writing no pain in the chat. We got 800 some people in here. Everybody writing no pain in the chat. Look at that. You can't make it up, bro. Listen, it's a reason why these people keep banning me. It's the reason why they done tried to unalive me 5 times, but I'm still here. This is my purpose. This is what I do. I came to Earth to bring this information. Get this book, man. If you, listen, it's $50 for the book, but that's an energy exchange from me to you, right? This book is worth way more than that $50. This book has money codes, health codes, car codes, house codes. Man, listen, I use the house codes. I live in I got a big ass house. I drive a $100,000 car. Real shit. Bro, I broke free from the matrix with this information, and I want you to get it. It requires an energy exchange of 50. Now, listen, not only when you purchase that book right there, you're going to get all my books for free after that. So when you purchase that book today, right now, you're going to also get this book, right? A lot of people say, yo, Jay, how do you know the shit that you know, bro? You know a lot of shit. How you know? I've been tapping into the Akashic Record. In this book right here, I give you my technique on how I tap into the Akash. If you are somebody out here who is doing this spiritual thing, if you out here bringing knowledge and you want to get more knowledge, the same knowledge that I got, tap into the Akash, man. This book gives you my technique on what I do to do that. Not only are you going to get that book right there for free, when you get the Matrix Code book, you're going to receive this book right here, another viral book of mine. This is called Unlocking Your Power with Nature. This book right here is going to teach you how to use nature to unlock your spiritual gifts. A lot of you guys have gifts like telekinesis, telepathy, mind control, aerokinesis, all that type of stuff. This book is going to teach you how to unlock yourself, unlock your chakras with nature. In this book, it's going to teach you how to sun gaze the correct and proper way. All right, guys, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. You should be sun gazing because that opens up your P-now and connects and gets your chakras operating and fully online. It's going to teach you how to moon gaze. It's going to teach you how to ground and use the ocean to activate. This book is a must have for spiritual beings on that journey. You're going to get that for free when you get the Matrix book. Not only are you going to get that book, but last but not least, you're going to receive this book right here. Now, this is another powerful book. It's called Three Love Spells That'll Bring Them Back or Make Them Go. Now, I made this book because as a chosen one, I was attacked by witches and warlocks. They were using love magic, death magic, and all types of black magic on me. I made this book to protect people from that. If you are somebody who's going through these situations with these witches and warlocks, you are being heavily attacked, this book right here is what you need. Now, it is powerful spells in this book. And in this book, it tells you step by step. It gives you what you need to do it and how to do it. All I ask is that you use this stuff responsibly and you understand that karma is real. Do not use this for selfish gain. Do not use this to hurt people. Only use this to protect yourself. Now, guys, these are ebooks. Now, listen closely. If you are interested in purchasing these books, only if you are interested in getting these books right now. If you're not, that's cool. Nobody has to get the book. I'm not making nobody. I'm not begging nobody. It's only for the people who want to get this book, who feel like this can be a useful tool for them. All right, for wise people. If you don't want this book, cool. That's on you. Now, if you want to get it, this is how you get it. These are ebooks, guys. So I send these books directly to your email on this live right now. All right, they're PDFs, and this is how they come. They come directly in your email. When you get it, it gets on your phone right here. This is how the book looks. As you can see, there's so much information. This book is not a petty ass book. It has hundreds and hundreds of codes and how you use them, and you will receive the other 3 books with it. So it's how you get it. First off, you got to be $50 ready right now. You got to have $50 on you right now, and you got to be able to consent it right now. 2, you got to know how to DM me on TikTok. All right. 3, you got to have PayPal, Revolut, Venmo, Chime, Cash App, Apple Pay, or Zelle. That is what we accept. We accept all of those payments. If you live outside of the United States, like the UK, Canada, or anywhere like that, you can use PayPal or Revolut. In the United States, you can use PayPal, Revolut, Cash App, Venmo, Chime, Zelle, and Apple Pay. All right. How this works. If you're ready to get these books, you're going to send the money. You're going to send a screenshot. I'm going to send you the books. You're going to confirm in the chat that you received. I don't leave this live until everybody who gets their books gets their books. Usually it's like 15 to 20 people ordering these books. I sit up here the whole time and send everybody their book. And once people get their book, they confirm that they got it. So if you are $50 ready and you want to get this book right now, you ready? Drop a 1 in the chat, man. Let's get it. Let's see who won it. You need to get these books, though, chat. I ain't gonna cap. All right, let's see. Echo Papa, DM me the payment method that you want to use. Brendan, DM me the payment method that you would like to use. Jacob, DM me the payment method that you would like to use. Guys, it's a lot of y'all, so be patient. Hillary Clark, DM me the payment method. Coyote, DM me the payment method you want to use. If your profile is private, you have to accept my follow request. All right, Niquay, DM me the payment method. You're gonna get all 4 of the books for 50. Flawless, DM me the payment method. Am I from San Fran? Nah. Everybody that's dropping a 1, DM me the payment method that you're trying to use. All right, get in my DMs. I'm going to check my DMs right now. Anybody who's dropping a 1, DM me the payment method. All right, it's a lot of y'all, chat. I'm trying to get everybody. I'm following everybody that's dropping a 1, so you can DM me. If your profile is private, you got to accept my follow request. Everybody that's dropping a 1, DM me the payment method that you're trying to use right now. All right, Cash App, PayPal, whatever. Just DM me so I can give it to you. Hillary Clark, make sure you DM me right now so I can give it to you. All right, chat, and this is how it works, man. All right, I'm not leaving this live until y'all all get y'all books. So let's do it. Bear with me, yo. Be patient. YouTube, this is the way that y'all could do it. You can either drop a $50 super chat. You can drop a $50 super chat with your email attached to the super chat, or you can come to TikTok and get in my live and get in my DMs right now so I can get it. All right, I'm DMing y'all now. Let's go. So chat, this how it looks in the DM. I just DM'd Cognito Empress. After you send your money, screenshot it and give me your email. Now the screenshot, let's talk about it. This is your receipt. So if you ever lose the books or something happens, all you gotta do is say, Jay, send me the books again. When I see the message, I'm gonna send it to him. As soon as I check the screenshot. All right, let's go. I see a lot of people asking for my Cash App. Guys, please do not get in my DMs if you are not ready to get this book. All right. Um, Crystal, I just sent you the Cash App. Got you. Cello Charles, I got you. Cello Charles, I'm sending it to you now. The Venmo. Bear with me, chat. God's Angel, I'm sending you the PayPal. Jacob, I'm sending you the Zelle. Flawless, I'm sending you. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, listen. There are going to be a lot of fake pages that follow you, acting like me. They are not me. If they are not this page, TikTok, this page right here, don't fuck with it. It's not me. Y'all check y'all DMs, man. I'm giving y'all all the information. I'm going down the list, chat. Be wary. I got you. Just give me a second. It's a lot of people. Hold on. It's a lot of messages, chat. I'm trying. It's a lot of people. Chanel, I just sent you the Cash App. I see a lot of y'all sending on Cash App right now. Echo Papa, I got you on Cash App. All you gotta do is screenshot it and send me your email. April Brooks, I just got you on Cash App. I'm seeing y'all sending on Zelle as well. Chat, is there anybody who needs the information? All right, Echo Papa, I'm sending your books to you right now. I got the screenshot and the email. So Echo Papa, look, All you got to do, boom, when it comes, slide, go all the way down, books right there. Sent. Yo, is there anybody else that need to get the information? Drop a one in the chat if you're trying to get the book. Drop a one in the chat if you $50 ready and you're trying to get the book and I didn't DM you yet. All right, Miss True, I'm DMing you. I got you. It's a lot of y'all, so give me a second. God's child, you have to accept my follow request. Your profile is private. Kim Seeks True, your profile is private, so I can't DM you. D Money, DM me the payment method you want to use. Maxo, check your DMs. I think I just DM'd you. Coyote, you gotta accept my follow request. All right, if your profile is private, you gotta accept my follow request. I'm going down the list. Miss True, I'm sending your books right now to that Outlook. I got your screenshot and your receipt. All right, I'm sending you the books. I got your email and your receipt. Miss True, your books are on the way. If you drop the one, just DM me your payment method. I got y'all. So if you accept my follow request, your profile is private, DM me the payment method that you want to use. I got you. All right, Miss True, I sent your books, Miss True. Hillary Clark, I got your screenshot. I need your email. If you sent your money, just be patient. I got you. Don't even worry. Jacob, I got you, bro. Jacob, I just got your Zelle. What's your email? Bear with me, chat. It's a lot of y'all. I see y'all saying y'all got it. All right, for sure. Hey, give me a chat. Give me a second. All right, Jacob, I'm sending yours now, bro. Sending yours right now, Jacob. Jacob, just sent yours. We got PayPal. Niquay, I'm sending yours right now. I got your screenshot. Niquay, sending yours right now. Check your email. Niquay, I just sent yours. God's Angel, sending yours right now. I just sent yours, God's Angel. Hillary Clark, sending yours right now. Give me a second. Let me get these people their books. Hillary, I just sent yours. Brandon, sending yours right now. Brendan, I'm sending yours right now, Brendan. Shout out to you, Bree. I just sent yours, Brendan. Check your email. All right, shout out to everybody. Everybody should be having. And guys, listen, if you want to tap in with me on a one-on-one call and you like got some deep questions or you got something going on, it's I do one-on-one calls. Nikki, I'm sending yours now, Nikki Lynn. For 75, man. 30 minutes to an hour. One-on-one. If you want to get in with me, it's only 75. You gotta hit my DM though. Coyote. LaQuay, okay. I see a lot of y'all sending, man. Give me a second, man. I see everybody saying they got it. Shout out to everybody that's getting their books. Got you. All right, Tariq, was the Tariqa Beauty? I'm sending yours right now, sweetie. I got it. Crystal, sending yours right now, love. Crystal Bullard. Sent. Yo, shout out to, let's see, Crystal Bullard, Tariqa Beauty, Brendan, Nikki Lynn, Princess Journey, Niquay, God's Angel, Jacob, Hillary Clark. Let's see. It's a lot of y'all that I still haven't done. If you send it, Kim Seeks Truth, screenshot it to my DM and give me your email. Shout out to Echo Papa, Miss True. What's good, bro? Mantaxo, D Money, check your DMs. What's good? What's good? I think that's everybody, chat. Shout out to everybody that sent. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's everybody, man. Oh, Charles. We got Charles on Venmo. Where you at, Charles? What's your email? Charles, I need your email. That's sitting on Venmo. God's child. Uh, Kim Seeks Truth. Sending yours now. God's child. Sending yours now. Kim Seeks True. I send it to your email, sweetheart. Thank you. God's child, just send that. And I think that's everybody, man. Oh, Charles, I need your email, Charles. Charles that's sitting on Venmo. What's your email? Flawless. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Chat, is there anybody else that want to get this book that's $50 ready that was not able to get in my DMs? Drop a one. Let's see. Where you at, Flawless? Oh, yeah. Just create the Revolut. I'm going to send you the Revolut. Let me know when you got the Revolut, bro, and I'm going to send it. Elizabeth, DM me. Juan, you just ordered the Matrix book. That's Coyote. All right, I got you. Revolut. I'm about to give it to you right now, brother. Yo, listen. Yeah, guys. Do not fall for those fake pages in your DMs. It is not me. Elizabeth, check your DMs. Check your messages. Hey, Flawless, I just sent you the Revolut. Yo, shout out to everybody. Is there anybody on Facebook that want to get this book? Anybody on Facebook want to get this book, chat? Anybody on Facebook want to get this book? Drop a one in the chat. I mean, anybody on YouTube. All right, YouTube. I'm out of here, man. Love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all later.